Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Jumpin' here, and this is gonna be Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D Decade Duel gameplay commentary. Start this video off. Obviously, this is gonna be for the new channel, so yeah. I really hope that you guys subscribe to this channel. It's gonna be our clan channel. I'm gonna be playing with my Plant Monarch deck today, and unfortunately, I'm gonna be playing against a crappy Blackwing deck. It's hard. I mean, even though Blackwings, I don't know. To me, I think that it's kind of tough for them to even be crappy because they're pretty damn good no matter what. Um, but this guy's Blackwing deck is one of the ones that you see that you just gotta scratch your head about sometimes. But anyway, the first thing I wanted to talk about is that I really want to know, like, what do you guys want to see from me for this new channel? Do you want to see a lot of gameplay? I was thinking about definitely uploading my zombie deck recipe to this channel. So, it's really up to you guys if you want to see that or not. So just let me know. Like, just, I'm also thinking that Chalinkus would probably want to know, what you guys might want to see from him, all that kind of good stuff. Another thing too is, if any of you guys out there want to maybe potentially upload something, just talk to Chalinkus about it, because he was technically the administrator of sorts of this channel, the authority. So just let him know, ask him about it, like, and see what he says, because more than likely he'll be cool with it. Depending on what it is, it could be anything. I don't really mind. I know a lot of people have caption cards, so if you had like I don't know, if you had maybe a capture card for Call of Duty and you just wanted to put some stuff out there that you maybe didn't have a channel to upload of your own, or you just wanted to share with other people of the clan, go for it. Alright, so right here he's going to reveal to me he's playing Blackwings. At first I didn't really know. Well, I don't know. Maybe when I seen the value I kind of knew, but now I definitely know it's Blackwings. And that sucks, because I've been seeing way too much Blackwing and Lightscoins online recently, guys. Like, oh my god. It just seems like there's, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it seems like the people are new. You understand? Like, it seems like they're new players, and they're playing Blackwings and Lightscoins. I just don't understand that. I don't, like, there's obviously no new people playing the game, because the game is, not on the marketplace anymore. But at least feels that way now. Alright. But anyway, it sucks. It sucks that that's what happened, but what you gonna do is not much. He didn't sync up right here. I was assuming that he probably had Icarus attack face down. I'm actually not even assuming. I'm pretty positive. I accidentally set. I don't know what I was thinking there. I set that limit reverse. I did not mean to do that at all. Like, I really didn't. But I don't know why I did. And then I'm going to play Giant Trinade. I'm just going to try to be a little, offensive right here. Go ahead and brain control his Gale. A Monarch with brain control is always amazing. Especially Kai's. And especially against dark monsters like Blackwings. I have a pretty nice little graveyard right now. I do have Pot. I could play it, but I want to wait. Just because I do not want to put the Dandelion back. It's always a bad idea to do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and sack him off. I could have synchroed, but I just didn't want this guy to have a Collude in his hand. This could be devastating. And then I'm just going to go for the damage. There was no point to half him there. That would be a big waste of time. You see that way too much anyway. You'll see someone half something that there's no reason to do it. Like, oh, I'm going to half your monster, then I'm going to sack off my monster and remove it. Like, it's just a waste of time, It's like attacking when they have, honestly, in a lot of ways, it's kind of like attacking when, when they have Scrap Iron and Scarecrow and you only have one monster. Once you know that they have Scrap Iron, they're going to keep Scrap Ironing you. There's no point to keep attacking. Like, even if you cannot get rid of the Scrap Iron and Scarecrow, the best thing to do is just sit there and, just sit there, like, to be honest. Alright, so right here, he's going to go ahead and set some back row and play Blizzard. For some reason, he decided to go value. I thought it probably would have been a better play if he would have went Gale, because then he could have actually halved my Caius and attacked it and killed it. So, kind of interesting that he chose it the other way. But obviously, like I said before, I'm pretty confident that he has Icarus attack. So that's what I'm assuming he's gonna try to do. Okay. So now on his turn, he's pretty much he's playing somewhat smart though. He's trying to wait for me to attack to actually play the Icarus, but just because I'm gonna go ahead and make a pretty. I think this was a pretty dumb play. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna pretty much go for. Probably should have went for Dandelion or just waited for the Icarus to be activated. Because now I'm gonna go for Card Trooper and Milligan, but unfortunately, nah, I hit some decent stuff. My main thing is that I wanted to play pot and not have to put Dandelion back. But the dumb thing is I really should have waited to attack, because what I didn't realize was that wait a minute, that sucks because yeah, I just freaking got the Card Trooper back. So that's gonna totally make this a bad play. You never want to put Dandelion back if you get in the graveyard. It's just not a good idea. You want to be able to bring it back with Debris Dragon or something like that. But I don't really draw anything good. I drew into Titanium. That's like one of the worst things you can draw into. It just wasn't looking too good for me right here. I know I'm going to get Icarus attacked. I know that this is going to mess me up pretty bad. But hopefully I can, maybe get Gores out or something this game. I don't really know. Don't really remember this game too well. Obviously he's going to get rid of the monsters. And yeah, that is lame. But, I do get the draw. And I drew into another Titanium. Like, that's absolutely the worst thing that can happen to a deck like this, is drawing into another Titanium. It really is, guys. Alright. So right here he's going to play freaking Black Whirlwind, which is one of the most broken cards in this game. And then he's going to summon Elfin. So that just totally sucks. Like, it really does. Obviously Elfin can just do some serious. I probably should have set Solemn. I really should have, just to maybe try to stop something, just to try to negate something from coming out. Because obviously, now that he has a level 6 and level 2, he can get Stardust. So that's going to totally make my, it's going to totally make my Gore, well, not Gores, but my Mirror Force useless. And now he's going to go ahead and special summon Gores. Now, if you remember right, which is kind of easy to forget, is that he actually does have value in the graveyard. So he's going to be able to get out Armor Master from the graveyard. It's just something you got to keep in mind, guys. You got to pay attention to all these little details, because if you don't, you might, yeah, there he goes. You might fuck up. Like, you might mess up the game. If you got to pay attention to every little thing. Alright. So, now he's getting Armor Master. I have this token in attack mode, so that is not good. Not good whatsoever. And now he's going to be able to special summon freaking Bora, and then actually activate Burial from a Different Dimension, which is a really good card. Really super good card for value. Like, Value Turbo can run it. I guess Blackwings could run it, but I wouldn't really see a necessary point of that. The guy's playing 44 cards, so maybe if you would just take out the burials and stuff, he would actually be down to 40, which could make his deck maybe a little better. I mean, I was pretty confident I was going to lose this game. Like, there's really nothing much I can do. Obviously, I can activate the Mirror Force just to get rid of the Stardust, but he's still going to be able to do 2,500 to me from an attack, and then potentially 2,500 to me from, and then, 2,500 to me from the other Armor Master. So, I'm dead no matter what. I mean, when you draw on the two Titanials anyway, it's just, never good. So, alright, so his first attack will go through, and then his second attack, which, he is smart enough just to go in and attack with the Armor Master, it goes through as well, so I lose. Alright, but that was just game one. Hey, it's whatever. Losing game one never really matters. Didn't even feel like side decking. Didn't even care. Blackwings are Blackwings. Like, there's really not too many encounters for Blackwings. There's some, but not that many. And even the ones that are there are kind of just like, their I don't even know how to explain it. It's more like their opportunity their opportunity counters. Like obviously Mind Crush could be good if they have a Black Whirlwind, and Thunder King can be great if they have a Black Whirlwind. But if they don't have those, if they, this happens a lot where they won't get Black Whirlwind, then they're just kind of useless. Like they're just not that useful. Just something to keep in mind, guys. Blackwings won't always get Black Whirlwind, so it's really hard to counter them. There's really not much you can do. I can't play Royal Pressure or anything like that because that would screw up my deck too much. So just try to keep that in mind. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go for Dandelion right away. I do have one of the best things this deck can offer, though, which is Monster Reborn and Lone Fire. One of the best things you can do first turn is to get out Dandelion and then get out to Daniel, because that can really mess some people up. Obviously, in Blackwings will get pretty messed up. Gale can't half the attack of it can't actually half the attack of this guy of Titanial, because it can it targets. Titanial's effective targeting is amazing. Like, it really is. Like, you can mess up a lot of cards that you'd be surprised about. And some of the cards I didn't even think, like, I didn't even realize that they would do anything until I played this game. So just try to keep that in mind. Unfortunately, once again, though, I do have another Titanial in my hand. Never good to see. Alright, so he's going to set one back row. I was really fearing Icarus attack. I think that doesn't target. He's going to play Mystic Plasma Zone. Now, that card can be pretty good with Blackwings. Pumps them up and makes them able to search better with Black Whirlwind, but I don't know. It also makes the weak ones, though, easily bottomless. So, it's just something to take into account, guys. Like, I wouldn't really recommend playing that card in a Blackwing deck. I just don't really see the net. It's Blackwings are good with the core Blackwings. Like, you can just make it really fast, and like, I don't know. That's just how I feel, at least. So obviously he's thinking here. I don't know what he was thinking about, but it could be anything. I'm assuming he was trying to see if like this would not work or not. And it ends up to be Dimensional Prison, which can be countered by Titanial because it targets. And that's one of, like I said, one of the best things that she can do. That's why that play with Dandelion is so important and broken. And yeah, so now I'm going to be able to pretty much get the 2 tokens. So that's going to be 2 more negations potentially. And my attack will go through. Alright. And then after that, I'm pretty much just going to probably set, I think I end up setting both my traps. I'm just ending my turn. Alright, so now on his turn, he's going to pretty much have to do something here. I do have Solemn, though, so I'm not really like too worried. I think he's going to play Black Whirlwind, which kind of sucks, because obviously you can get a lot of different stuff with that. He's going to go ahead and summon Value, which, has a really low attack with the pump up. I think right here all I was thinking about, I wasn't thinking about Solemning that. Obviously that would be stupid. Just trying to realize how much attack he would have. Which finally, after a second I thought, oh, okay, it's just going to be 1300. All he can get with it is going to be another Value, and he does. Now he's going to summon Gale, so, I guess he didn't realize this, but, he cannot use the effect. He cannot actually use that effect on this thing. Like, it won't work. His better choice to win for the summon would have been Gale, because then, he could have got Boral or something. And then now I'm going to be able to negate that. And pretty much, just kill it. Alright, so now he's in a really tricky situation here. He's going to go ahead and attack the token, because, obviously he does not want to deal with the token anymore. But I do have Limit Reverse, so I can just get Dandelion right back from the graveyard. And, really mess him up. Alright, now he's going to end his turn, so obviously he doesn't have any traps. That more than likely doesn't have any traps, and I do have 4 monsters in the graveyard, so This will make it 5, but I'm gonna hold on to this. Pretty much just hold on to this debris dragon. Well, yeah, well, this pot, because I do not want to see this thing. I really do not want to see. Oh wow, I should have summoned Ancient Fairy right here. That might have been better, to be honest. But it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it probably would have been better for Ancient Fairy because I could have got rid of the field. But yeah, I don't want to put Dandelion back. It's just that simple. That's why I wouldn't want to play pot right away. Something to always keep in mind. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Now even if he does have Kalut, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be stronger. That's the biggest problem with Kalut, guys. Just keep that in mind. Um, Kalut is godly and good, but the biggest issue that you face with Kalut is getting it the effect. The effect's not like Honest. It's not. Honest is honestly better. Like Kalut versus Honest will always win. Because that just copies the attack of your opposing monster. Kalut just pumps up by 14. So, it's a little bit more versatile in a way. But overall, it's just not as good. Sorry. Alright. So now he's going to go ahead and summon Bora. Now, obviously he's going to attack one of these tokens. But I was thinking, like, I don't know why he's doing this exactly. Because, if I guess he knew it was over, because unless his card is a godly card, which it cannot be because I have Solemn anyway, he's gonna die when I attack that thing with Titanial. And I am anyway, so this is what's gonna happen. So this will be pretty much game right here. All right, yeah. So that was game 2. Pretty easy win for me, but I never lose confidence. Even if I lose game 1, I try extra hard in game 2 if I really want, if I try hard. I don't try too hard when I play Yu-Gi-Oh! Too much, but sometimes I do. Alright, so this will be game 3. He's gonna do now. That's one thing I really wanted to bring up, guys. What's up with this up-down stuff I be seeing? Like I seen that since the second I ever got online for this game, and I still see it today. What is the point of doing that dumb stuff? Like, there's no reason to do that. And I've heard people ask, I'm like, why do you do that? And they'll say, oh, because I want you to think that you're going first. It's like, if when I'm playing against a good player, I never expect to go first if they get to choose. It's that simple. Because everybody should know at this point that going first is a big advantage. So, there's no point to ever go second. Now, when you play against, like, bad people, they sometimes will go second. But, that's the thing, guys. You should always go first. There's no point to play. Everybody, if I feel this way, I feel that everybody probably feels this way. There's no point to do that. It's stupid. You know what I mean? Alright, so right here, he's going to go ahead and play Plague Spreader. Pretty much just, I believe, synchro up. Not a good play, though, honestly. Not a good play right away. You don't want to, okay, it is good to get out a strong monster, early game, but most of the time, I would just say you don't really want to do something like that. It's just not a good idea because, now he's already down to 2 cards in his hand. He does have a decent amount of cards, on the field, but, being down to 2 cards in your hand, it's just not good, Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set Limit Reverse and Raikou. I normally wouldn't set Limit Reverse, but just in case I milled into something decent, I want it to go off or whatever. Now he's just going to go ahead and attack. And I'm pretty much just going to get rid of the Goyo. And let's go ahead and mill. See what I mill. I milled some good stuff there. The pot I can live without, but the brain control is always nice. Alright, so I just drew in Goras. Really can't play him too much, but I do want to mill as much as possible. And potentially maybe Limit Reverse this guy back. I want to mill. Oh my god, yeah, that was a terrible mill. I just milled some of my best traps, 2 of them at least. And yeah, this was bad. But I do want to mill because I have pod. You always want to try to mill as much as possible when you have a pod in your hand. Alright, so let's see what he's gonna do. Alright, so he's gonna summon Gale again. He's probably gonna have the attack of this monster, which would just be stupid. Yes, he is. Um, the thing you gotta consider about that is like, what if I only had that and he had two monsters and I dropped cores? He would feel really stupid then. Like like just random things like that can always happen. You just never know. Alright, so I just drew in a. He has a lot of back row, but I'm not really afraid of much. I'm not really afraid of it. But now I'm actually gonna. I just drew in a heavy storm, so that is like what's up. That is definitely what's up. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and play Limit Reverse just to try to mill one last time if possible, and then play heavy. So this would be a pretty big plus for me. Like actually, I don't know, a huge plus. And I mill some more monsters, so that is definitely what's up. He might stop this, he might not. Who knows? Yeah, he's gonna stop him with Dark Bribe. That's not really that great of a card, guys. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and nuke the field. Like that was my biggest thing. Like I just wanted to nuke the field, get everything gone, just so I can, because here's the thing: if I can nuke the field and he attacks me directly, at this point of the game, I feel like it can be almost over. Just it's hard to come back when they drop gores on you. And I mean, I don't know what he's expect gores here or not, but I'm gonna normal summon and I'm gonna nuke the field if I don't lay down any traps. Hey, I don't have any traps, so it's really not much I could potentially do here. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and summon Black Rose and nuke. And I believe he's gonna go in and bottomless it. It's always probably a good idea to bottomless a Black Rose just so they can't reborn or anything like that. And then after that, it's gonna go ahead and end my turn. Now I'm really hoping here he'll go ahead and summon and attack. You always gotta be careful with Blackwings. They can always OTK you, but I mean the thing is that with 3 cards, it's gonna be pretty tough for him. And he turns out he just is gonna go ahead and set 1 back row. So that's kind of like whatever. Okay. So now I have Dandelion in my hand. I don't mind having Dandelion, but it's always better just to get rid of Millet or play Foolish or something like that on it. Having it in your hand is a little slow. It's just something to think about. I'm just gonna go on the offense though and attack him with Singin. Singin is such a great card, guys. Like you can sit there and kill someone with Singin because people will not want to stop Mirror Force of Singin or something like that. So it is a great card just to attack with. Okay, so now he's going to play Monster Reborn and get his Goyle back, so that really sucks. Like, it's going to be really hard to get over that thing if it gets a direct attack in. It's going to... Dropping Gores on that, it's just not a good idea. If he could stop the token, for example, then he can just steal my Gores, and that can be game over for me. But like a retard, he's going to actually steal my Singing. Why would someone do that? I don't understand. That must have been a misplay, I hope. Because if this guy is that stupid to steal my Singing, like, what was he thinking? Like, there's no point to do that, guys. Like, that's absolutely retarded. Now he's going to go ahead and go to main phase 2, and then his turn. And now I'm going to actually have another... Now, I already know all my Raikos are either in my hand or in my graveyard, so I'm going to go ahead and play Pot just to put 1 back in the deck. And then... Maybe I'll put both back in the deck. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to put both of them back in the deck so I can actually play my charge. And then I think I might nuke the field. I kept the level 3 in there just because now it seems like he has Solemn though. So once I notice that he might have Solemn, I don't want to actually maybe attempt to nuke the field right away. Instead, I'm just gonna go ahead and summon Cyber Dragon now. He's not going to stop that. And now, after that, I could pretty much just summon Lone Fire. Kind of a waste, but I definitely, I was just really trying to get him to Solemn. That's what I was hoping for, that he would Solemn. Because then it would just let me be able to nuke again, scot-free, So, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just get out the 3 Lone Fires. I constantly have this question asked to me, and I've seen someone left a comment on my channel about this, is that, hey, why did people get all 3 Lone Fires out? It's because, like, in a plant deck, you should play Pot. Like, there's not too many draw power cards you can play. So Pot is one of the only ones. And Pot of Avarice, you have to have 5 monsters in the graveyard. Lone Fire is amazing at that. Especially in this game that, she's at 2. Because that's an instant 3 monsters in your graveyard. Plus, if the monster you get out, like Titania or Dandelion or whatever, gets bottomless. I mean, not bottomless, gets destroyed. Then, boom. You're going to actually have 4 monsters. So, it just makes the process a lot easier. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and attack into the Sangin. Now that I put all my stuff back, I can pretty much just get another Debris Dragon. Now, I have a pretty big hand here. Now, I didn't want to discard, but you know what I wasn't thinking about right here? I probably should have discarded. I could have discarded the Dandelion. So, this was not a good idea for me. So I'm just going to go ahead and bluff him, though. It's probably better just to bluff him with the charge. Alright, but he still has a Solemn. He's playing his Solemn pretty smart. He's trying to wait till the right time to use it. Now I'm just going to go ahead and charge him. I end up hitting another Ryko, so that kind of sucks. But, at least I'm going to be able to get it back in my hand now, or at least get the last one out the deck. Now I'm going to go ahead and attack. And that's actually going to go through, so I don't really think he has nothing besides a Solemn. Or whatever the other card is, probably not that great. And, I have 7 cards in my hand, but I'm going to go ahead and discard a Dandelion. It's always an awesome thing. You do want the thing in the graveyard no matter what. Alright, so he's going to set another card. And then in his turn. So, now right here I was thinking, I probably should target the Solemn. I know which one it is. It's the one in the middle. But, hey, if I can just go ahead and attack now, that's all that, that's probably all I need to do. So, this game probably might be over here. Like, if that was Mirror Force, then that could be a big problem for me. I don't even know what that was. It was Deep Prison, so it still could be a big problem for me. So instead, I'm just going to go ahead and now summon Titania. And, let's see if he Solemns this. Obviously, it's going to be game if well, either way, it's game, because after the Solemn, I'm just going to be able to attack. If that can't stop me, which I don't think it can, this will be game over. And it is. So, guys, thank you for watching this video. The most important thing that you can do is please subscribe to this channel. I really hope everyone who watches this stuff will subscribe. We really appreciate it. But besides that, peace out.